what do you make of the present President of the United States and his tariffs?
It's painful to see what a ruinous decision from back in the 1920s being repeated. Now, insofar as he's using these tariffs to get very strategic things settled, and that he is satisfied with that. But if you set off a worldwide trade war, that has a devastating history. Everybody loses because everybody follows suit, and all that happens is that you get a great reduction in international trade. The other, it's disturbing in another sense. Franklin D. Roosevelt, when he was president in the 1930s, said that you have to try things, and if they don't work, then you admit it, you abandon that, and you go on to something else, and you try that until you come across something that does work. Now that's not a bad approach if you are operating within a known system of rules. Mm. But if you are the one who's making the rules, then all the other people have no idea what you're going to do next. And that is the formula for having people hang on to their money until they figure out what you're going to do. And when a lot of people hang on to their money, you can get results such as you got during the Great Depression of the 1930s. So if this is just a set of short-run ploys for various limited objectives, limited in time, fine, maybe. But if this is going to be the policy for 4 long years, that you're going to try this, you're going to try that, you're going to try something else, a lot of people are going to wait. I think what happened in the stock market recently, when things came down substantially for quite a while, and I note that various people are holding on to their money before they do anything because they don't know where this is going to lead.
You ever seen a flip-flop on you and shit like this in your face? Go crazy, be flipping and
Now, do you believe me? The white side of the street doesn't really love this man. Hey, y'all, Gravity. Any day above ground living. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. I wish I had the clip of Brother Harvey when he sings I Told You So. I can't do it as good as him, so I'm not even going to attempt it this time. We just going to laugh. We just going to laugh. Uh-huh. Well, we're laughing because he doesn't get it and these white conservatives don't get it. Tariffs. Yes, you could use it to get some stuff, but we don't create like we used to. So Trump is basically tariffing people. He's bluffing. He's the bluffer at the poker table. Except now you have other players that can bluff and they have the means to do it. I really think they think this is Casino Royale in 2005, the James Bond movie, and Bond is playing against Lashif, and he finally figures it out and then finally beats him. That's what they think Trump is going to do with the world. It's not going to work. And one of your leading economists, because y'all claim him, told you the same thing. And what I'm about to show you is, yeah. And then we're going to have a message for a certain group towards the end. But we got to go to real time. All right, so we're here in real time. Now, this is the Hoover Institution, you know, those racists, but, you know, that's not what we're here for. So this is the post where I got the video from. And, you know, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Maybe I'll look at the full thing, and if there's something of note in there, we'll do a live on it. But we're going to go down to the comment thread. because we got almost 1 million views since they put it up 3 days ago. Let's see how these white conservatives took to his expertise, we'll say. Now, you saw these two comments in the beginning of the video, so we're going to skip those. Let's start here. It's called a nudge. We're nudging business in the right direction, incentivizing them relocating in the USA. It's also a matter of national security. So you want them to pay billions of dollars to bring manufacturing back here that's not going to be ready for, if you're lucky, 2 years. But most conservative estimates, no pun intended, 5 years. Okay. Here we go. Fit American. Let's see. Whatever. I usually agree with him, but I don't here. You spelled here wrong, so I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to let you ride because you might say something smart. Let me see. The current system of world trade screws over America and makes us reliant on China for almost everything. We can't just follow the rules of a system that doesn't benefit us. Okay, we've already been following the rules since the 70s. So when were y'all gonna get some nuts and say you can't have this no more? When were you gonna hold your politicians accountable? Wait, you can't hold your politicians accountable. They're on your side. You love them too much, even when they screw up. Continuing. Econogate comes back again. What is this? The rich have been sheltering income for decades since HW increased the tax rates, ending the Reagan era of prosperity. Liberalizing trade with a bastardized NAFTA that was originally Reagan's baby, but was perverted by the Dems and Clintons into something that made all jobs in factories flee to USA, which Reagan never intended at all. They already started leaving in the 70s, but you know. I love how they always forget about Detroit and the Rust Belt. You know, the same area that they were trying to champion during the election cycle that just passed. But okay. They did that to piss on his grave. The same way Biden created money printing on top of Trump's C-19 response, they double and triple down on it, creating the highest inflation since 1974. This only impacted the poor the most, not the rich at all. And Biden did. So he's basically blaming Biden for this. Now, Biden's an asshole, but Biden's sitting somewhere in Delaware eating ice cream, and y'all still invoking this man's name. So the way I'm looking at this, and I might do a video on this, Biden might be Obama 2.0. The way that these conservatives bring this man up for no reason. But we're going to continue. Sad. Sowell had a chance to save his legacy, and there it is. These are one of the comments I wanted you to see. There you go. Now they hate him. Let me see these comments. Let's see what we got. Yes, you would definitely con Nathan. At least your name is right. Save, please explain. If Trump pissed down your throat and called it water, would you stay there and keep drinking it? Because it sounds like you would. Well, at least they defended him here. All right. Maybe Elon Musk will see this. Maybe he won't get the statue. Thomas Sowell is not criticizing Trump. He's stating, not staying, what happened leading up to the Great Depression, how there are consequences of using tariffs in the past, which is true. Okay, we're not going to read the rest of this. Lee, he actually is criticizing him. See, this is what I mean. They don't listen to this man. These type of conservatives never read this man. I don't like that man. I at least read what he put out there. He already criticized Trump way back in 2016 about the tariffs. And called him a petulant child. I'm going to put the link to the live when we showed that in the right-hand corner. The man said this is not smart. And y'all are still sitting there saying he's not criticizing Trump. Who do you think he was going to criticize? If Biden did this, you would criticize him. And if Thomas Sowell came out and said Biden putting out these tariffs is wrong, y'all would be kissing his ass right now. That video would probably have 7.9 million views. We continue. The GOAT has spoken. Maybe the Hoover Institute and Hooters should merge. The Hooters Institute, big-titted women extol the virtues of the free market and liberty. Quick side note, Hooters is going out of business, so they're restructuring. So they might stay around, they might not, but you know. Hooters. So now you don't like, you might not be MAGA, but you don't like, now you don't like it. You come off like a conservative, but you don't like that now. You invoke Thomas Sowell and put him with Hooters. Anyway, good to see the great Thomas Sowell still around. That man is a national treasure. Yeah, sure. Okay. Why are you waiting so long to post this video? It's only been 3 days. They have a whole YouTube channel, but you know, there you go. There you go. It amazes me that Dr. Sowell, among other naysayers, does not recognize the entire world has huge tariffs against U.S. products for 75 years, and apparently that is fine, like it is the way it should be. We're not going to read the rest of this because I'll leave it there for about a second. Okay, second over. The man is 95 years old. You don't think he saw when other presidents used tariffs? You don't think he didn't see that? He was born when the Smoot-Hawley Act was written. You don't think he didn't see tariffs and how they worked in different economic situations? This is what I mean. We continue. Fantastic clip. Sober reminder that Trump is playing an extremely difficult game. The gong show of this tariffs rollout suggests he and his crew are blissfully unaware of the dangers they're courting. Okay. I'm sure they agreed with this man in his comment thread. I don't know what the end result would be, but no entity can almost be 40 trillion in a whole operating system where the goods and services they buy have a 25% surcharge, while the goods and services they sell have a 2.5 surcharge. Master chess moves. He's just being a communist. Since 2016, Trump's critics have been blinded by smug arrogance. Okay. We're not saying Trump didn't have a good economy when he had 2018 and 2019, but again, he's been gone for 4 years. The world moved on. While we were regressing and running in place, however you want to call it, they were moving forward. But it's funny that y'all don't bring up BRICS. You don't bring up the global south. You don't bring this up. Now y'all want to recognize Vietnam might have some power over you. Oh, Jesus. Never mind. Never mind. We continue. But he said he was going to do this. It's no surprise. International trade where we pay more than the other side is intuitively different than a trade war. Let's see how they respond. I'm thinking the rules are there. We are finally using them. The rules are they're not going to trade with us. There's your rules. And the little bit that we do create here, they're going to tax the fuck out of it. They're going to treat us like a third world nation. But, you know, y'all don't want to go down that road because you're scared. You're scared of change. America's falling. Every kid who's taken economics knows tariffs are a terrible idea. Now they are. The legend is looking good and sounding lucid in 94. I can't wait to watch the full interview. It's literally up. It's literally up. It's been up for 3 days. Again, see, I told you, they don't care about this man. They don't care. Because in this economic climate, y'all should have been the first ones that have the YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all should have been the first ones to have the bell notification on when Hoover Institute put up this and it says Thomas Sowell or whatever, how they titled it. So you could sit down and get edified, but we know why. You'd rather argue with people who know better than you and try to come off sounding smart. Continue. Here we go. I love Thomas Sowell. Love him. This clip wasn't relevant or insightful. It wasn't relevant. They literally brought this man outside to talk about these tariffs. Now it's not relevant. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I love it. No, he did not criticize them entirely. That's disingenuous. If you use them as a tool for short-term economic reconciliation, that is one thing. If you use them in longer trade, will that have detrimental impact? Again, I know you're unthoughtful thinking because you don't think. It doesn't matter now. The rest of the world is getting industrialized. You can't use it in the short term. It doesn't work. They can tell you to screw off. You don't want to deal with what we got? Cool, then we're not going to deal with you. And whatever you try to send us, we're going to tax you on it. They've told you this repeatedly. Where is all this drill, baby, drill? Where is this? He's importing oil from Trinidad. Where is this? He's importing oil from Peru. Where is this drill, baby, drill? Haven't y'all noticed ever since he got in office, we don't hear drill, baby, drill no more? Well, you know what? Let me take that back. He said that at the State of the Union. He said it one time. But where is him? He didn't even talk about oil during that. He didn't even talk about it. Not one time. But all right. Thomas Sowell, since you farm engagement using this man's name, perhaps repost this video hourly until the tariffs are removed. Okay. Damn. And that's the quote that always put up Thomas Sowell and talking about how great he is. You know what? Quick diversion. Let me see if he put up the clip. Let's see. You put your third one is Stephen A. Smith talking about Democrats. See what I'm talking about? They don't care about this man. They don't care about this man. But anyway, Sowell is writing the worldwide trade wars are not good. There's a lesson from 1930s, and it goes on and on. You know what? I might put the link in the description box so y'all can read the rest of this. This is hilarious. But before we get out of here, there's one group we got to talk about. Black conservatives. Let me holler at you. Okay, this clip's been out for 3 days, right? 3 days now. You probably don't follow the Hoover Institute. And I'm actually shocked because most of you follow any right-wing think tank that'll let you in, but you know, never mind. 3 days, and you have an entire comment thread. It looking about 70-30. They attacking this man. Why aren't you defending this black man? I'm just asking for, you know, new black media. And it's New Black Media Appreciation Month. Thank you to all. Why are you not protecting this man? You got white conservatives saying that he's wrong, while y'all were pom-pomming for this man since 2016 when you figured out he existed. Or do you have to wait a decade to really go outside and go against the grain and defend this man? This black conservative. This is the reason why you exist. This is your coon above all. This is the reason why the black Republicans died in 1981 the way they were, and the black conservative rose up. Fairmont Conference and all that. Why aren't you defending this man? Do you realize if they take this man if you take this man off the board, all y'all lose y'all powers? Just like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, when Ivan Ooze took out Zordon, all of them lost their powers. You got to protect this coon above all. Let's go. Come on. Candace, Tatum Tots, Greg Forehead, because you was talking real spicy about tariffs. Thomas Sowell went against you. You probably won't defend him, but that's okay. Amala, your best friend, Larry Elder. The funny thing, too, is, family, for those who don't know, Kaya Willis has been getting at these MAGA idiots, and it's refreshing to see. And then they turned on her. So there's that. But anyway, who else? Amir Odom. Yeah, your channel's stagnant. You might as well go defend Dr. Sowell. Maybe you'll get a jump, or maybe they'll turn on you. I'd rather you do it so they could turn on you, so your channel go down. But anyway, who else? Jason Whitlock. Why you not defending her? Shamika Michelle, or Shemeka Michelle, whatever the hell your name is. Why aren't you defending Thomas Sowell? You got the white conservatives going at it. You worried about black people. I think this would be good. Get on Jason's platform and defend Thomas Sowell. I don't think you're gonna do it, but anyway. Who else? Y'all can put the names in the live chat in the comments. They're not defending him. And you know they saw this. So that should tell you something. They don't care about Thomas Sowell. When he talking about how black people bad, y'all love him. But when it comes to economics, you're showing us that you guys are disarmed. But that's okay. That's okay. If you ever need proof that white conservatives do not like Thomas Sowell, just refer them to this video. And for added context, I noticed that these white conservatives did not go after Jim Cramer when he went on CNN and said the same thing or something similar to what Thomas Sowell said. I noticed that, but we all know the reason why. Oh yeah. Last thing. Last thing. When this crashes, the system, because, the past 2 days, almost a $4,000 down, 4,000 point, not dollar, but, some people lost $4,000. A 4,000 point drop in the stock market on the Dow Jones side. Because again, I told y'all, Trump is going to crash this economy so he can build it back up and take credit for it. When this happens, are y'all going to come outside and say that that man, and I'm talking about Trump, he was wrong? Or are y'all going to sit up there and say that everybody's still hating on him? He know what he doing. Because we saw you say that, Pancakes. You know nothing about economics. Just because you run a business means you know nothing about economics. And I'd say that to your face. I mean, I have to break my neck to look down to do it, but I would say it to your face. Just because you run a business that you don't even own does not mean you know economics. But you know what? I almost want to say this is a white problem. Because it is. Let y'all figure that out. It's April 5th. Everybody around the country trying to go outside for these protests. I'm going to work. Listen, y'all figure this out. That's your baby. That's the man that told everybody he's divorced himself in the black community. That's your problem. So add that to the list with this Austin Metcalf thing and Candace Owens, because y'all starting to turn on her again. So y'all figure that out. I'm going to go back to sleep. So hopefully you learned something. If you did, it done my job. If not, I'll try to be better next time. So I'm going to get up out of here. You already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Take care. Stay safe. I'm out.